So it started way back in 2006. I was enrolling my oldest in the VPK program. I call him my Grading Wolf. And for sure, I'll just say Wolf. He was 4, and it was time to enroll him in some type of public school. We had already had him at the Christian Academy where we were paying for it through our church, and so now the next step was some type of public school, because I had just recently left my job. I had given my 2 weeks notice. I decided I was going to be a stay-at-home mom with my 2 boys. And so September rolls around. It's time to start school. I am expecting baby number 3. And we have become a 1-income family. So VPK was the next best thing to paying for the Christian Academy. Day 1 rolls around. I take my little boy to school. He was kind of hesitant because of the fact that he did not want to leave his little brother home by himself. And I tried to explain to him, don't worry, mommy's going to be here with him. I'll play with him. You'll only be gone for 4 hours. So he didn't settle right with him, but he still went ahead and cooperated and was kind of excited that it was his first day of school, the pre-K program. We get there, he's kind of holding on to mom a little tighter now and not really wanting to go in, but he went. Pretty excited overall. I pick him up. He was not happy. He said he didn't like it. He didn't want to go back the next day. I said, but are you sure? Come on, Wolf. No, really? You made new friends, didn't you? Yeah, but I don't want to go tomorrow. I said, okay, well, you have to go tomorrow because, we got to put in our time. We have to learn. You're going to learn all your colors and your shapes and your numbers, and soon you'll be reading for mommy and everything is going to be great, right? Day 2 rolls around. He did not want to go. He did not want to go. But, as every mom, you wake him up and you push him through anyway. And that's what I did. That's what I was always shown to do. I mean, my mom did it for myself and, my sister. So I'm like, bud, come on, let's do this. So Wolf gets dressed and he's telling his brother, Silent Eagle, he's like, Silent Eagle, you want to come to school with me? And I'm like, Eagle can't go with you today, bud. So he gets antsy and he goes. Whining, but he goes, right? So I'm starting to tell my husband, something's just not right with Wolf. I've really never seen him act this way before. And he's like, well, maybe you should hang around. So I do. Day 2, I stuck around. He went into his class, and then, I did the whole mom thing, peeking in the window for an hour, okay? He's trying to see what is wrong with this class. What's so bad? What's so terrible? What's making my son feel so uncomfortable? Because that's what it was boiling down to. He was not comfortable at this place. And nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, they sang there, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. The whole morning routine and everything. And it was cute. It was cute. It was so adorable. After an hour, I left, though. He did stay the next 3 hours there. I pick him up from school. Crying. He does not want to go back. I speak to the administrator of the school. And they're like, no, he had a fantastic day. He's making friends. Here's his crafts and everything. I started to feel so uneasy. I started to get this mommy guilt. And I was like, I can't do this. Then I started telling my husband, hey, babe, when we were at church and I was volunteering in the nursery, these 2 moms came over. And one was nursing her baby, and the other one was, conversing with her back and forth. And they were saying something about homeschooling. Maybe I should check into this. So I started to check into it on day 3. But first, I had to get him off to school again, right? No. kicking and screaming the back of my driver's seat like there was no tomorrow. He was furious. This kid did not want to go there. And I felt bad because I thought this is what I was supposed to do, right? He needs an education. They can provide it for him. I can't. I have to send him. So I did. While he was there, I took the opportunity for those 4 hours to go to the library and do research on this homeschool thing that I had just kind of stuck in the back of my brain and just had it sitting on a burner for a while, letting it, I guess, marinate because I never thought anything of it. So some questions arose within me. I got my first one was like, do I need to own my own home for this? I know it sounds crazy. Maybe there's someone out there who has their own theory, when they first started or is thinking it now, but I will tell you now, I did enough research to know that you do not need to own your own home to homeschool, okay? Get that out there. You do not need to own your own home to homeschool. Spread the word, because that was eating me up inside. And I came across this one mom on her YouTube channel. I haven't seen her for a really, really long time, but her name was Mahogany Homemaker. Her daughter name is Mecca, and they were great. So I see her, and she's homeschooling. She's saying how she's going from apartment to apartment, and she's panning the camera. This is my dining room and of my apartment, and this is where I have my homeschool set up. And I was like, what? You don't need to own your own home to homeschool? Okay, so I was like gun-ho. I was like, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna happen. Wait, but next question. Is this legal? So then I went day 4. Now I'm like, okay, now I need to see if this thing is legal. Because, I mean, these moms at the nursery, they were so excited, speaking pleasantly about this thing. And they were so happy that it left a very good, positive impression on me, right? So I'm like, oh, homeschool, okay. That was it. I found the Homeschool Legal Defense Association. Pulled up my state, Florida, found out that it was legal, and took my son out of school. That was it. That was it. That was the line. I just needed to know what homeschool was, if it was legal. Oh, and by the way, I was smacked with the socialization thing aspect of it. And my husband was like, he has a brother. Who cares? So thanks for my husband. It all worked out in my little brain, because I got to process everything. I have to do all the research. Well, this only took me a whole 3 days. 3 days of research to say, I'm pulling my kid out. He's uncomfortable. He's not happy. He is not happy. So I took him out. By then, he was telling me things like, the food doesn't taste good. The place smells really bad. The teacher is mean to my friends. If he knew how to say bad words, if my husband and I were that type of couple, he would have told me every single word in the book, because he was not having it. Like, up to here, okay? So we took him out, and I figured dollar store books, paper and pencil, coloring books. I know my alphabet. I know my colors. I know how to read. We could get through this. I didn't think about the future. I didn't think like, now he's in 9th grade, algebra and geometry and SATs and ACTs. I just knew that it was legal and I could do it. And the future is now. And now is a beautiful place. And I am so grateful for the Lord just putting those 2 moms across my path way back in like 2004, 2005 in the nursery when I was volunteering at the church. And had I not come in contact with them in such a positive manner, I don't know if homeschool would have been in my future, in my children's future. So I praise God every day for those 2 moms coming across my path. And that is the end of my story. And we have just completed our 11th year of homeschooling. But there's more to come, and I will share that with you in another video. Until now, be blessed.